Have you ever asked yourself, why do I always end up falling for the wrong person? Why does love feel like a trap, like history repeating itself? It's almost as if your heart is cursed to chase the same kind of pain. But the truth is, it's not just your heart, it's your brain. Love feels emotional, but it's deeply neurological. Every attraction, every crush, every heartbreak, it's shaped by patterns your brain has been writing for years. And sometimes those patterns drag you toward people who were never meant for you. Meet Rohan. On paper, he was smart, kind, and full of potential. But when it came to love, he was always drawn to people who ignored him, ghosted him, or made him feel small. His friends would say, "Why don't you choose someone who actually cares?" But his brain whispered, "This feels right." Not because it was right, but because it was familiar. This is called the familiarity bias. Your brain is wired to prefer what it knows, even if it's toxic. If your early experience of love was unstable, if affection felt unpredictable, if care felt conditional, your brain may confuse inconsistency with intensity. That's why chaos feels like passion, and distance feels like attraction. Maybe this is your story too. Maybe you've mistaken adrenaline for love. Maybe you've mistaken attention for commitment. Maybe you've mistaken pain for something you think you deserve. Think of Mira. She grew up in a home where affection was rare. So when she met someone who gave her little crumbs of attention, she held on as if it was everything. Her brain told her, this is love. Not because it was love, but because her brain only recognized the taste of scarcity. Here's the science. Your brain creates neural pathways through repetition, like a road that gets smoother the more you walk on it. If you repeatedly associate love with rejection or inconsistency, that road becomes automatic. So when a kind, stable person comes along, your brain says, this doesn't feel like love, because it doesn't match the old map. But here's the powerful part. Neural pathways are not permanent. Your brain is plastic. It can rewire. The moment you notice the pattern, you disrupt it. The moment you pause and ask, am I choosing this person? Or is my brain recycling an old story? That's when healing begins. And I want you to know this. You're not broken. You're not unworthy. You're simply carrying an old compass that points you in the wrong direction. But you can learn to hold a new one. So what can you do? First, become aware. Write down the patterns in your relationships. Who did you chase? Who did you settle for? Second, challenge familiarity. Ask yourself, does this person give me peace or just excitement? Third, choose differently, even when it feels strange. Sometimes healthy love feels boring at first, only because your brain isn't used to it yet. So the next time your heart races for someone who reminds you of your past, stop, breathe, and ask yourself, is this attraction or just recognition of an old wound? Because love is not supposed to be a cycle of pain. It's supposed to be a place of growth. Your heart may be confused, but your brain can learn a new compass. If this message touched you, share it with someone who keeps asking why love hurts. And if you're ready to see life from a new perspective, subscribe to the Black Compass. Because sometimes one new perspective can change your entire direction.